Welcome to Migration World. From this channel you will know the ways to immigrate to US and all the current immigration news. So, make sure you subscribe to our channel for all new upcoming videos. Today we will know about the record number of US immigrants are in limbo statuses. The Biden administration's embrace of executive authority to grant immigration protections has resulted in a ballooning number of individuals living in the United States with temporary statuses. A record 1.9 million migrants have entered the United States, received authorization to do so, or are present via a Twilight immigration status that does not automatically confer any path to permanent residence but temporarily shields recipients from deportation for at least 1 year, and in many cases offers permission to work legally. Additionally, more than 700,000 other migrants have been allowed to enter the United States through even shorter-term immigration parole to undergo removal proceedings. Whether via humanitarian parole, temporary protected status, TPS, or other programs, the Biden administration has made the grant of liminal status a hallmark of its immigration policy. This is a further sign of the administration's reliance on executive authority in the absence of congressional action to respond to today's immigration realities, which include record unauthorized arrivals at the U.S. Mexico border and humanitarian crises. These Twilight statuses allow the government to quickly address what can be fast-developing situations. They also provide welcome relief to migrants who might otherwise be forced to live in or return to countries beset by war, natural disasters, or other crises. But they leave their holders in limbo and, by swelling the numbers of people in impermanent status, ultimately raise policy and integration issues that will not go away if unaddressed. The population of immigrants in Twilight status is notable not only for its size but also for the variety of initiatives involved, including the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA program and other deferred action programs. The most recent move occurred in July, when the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, announced that some nationals of Colombia, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras who are awaiting processing of their family-based visa applications could enter the United States early on immigration parole. Parole also has been used to manage flows for nationals of certain countries responsible for sizable unauthorized arrivals at the southwest border, permitting some to enter the United States while Mexico accepts the return of an equivalent number. Humanitarian parole has been used to speed the entry of hundreds of thousands of migrants fleeing war in Afghanistan and Ukraine who might otherwise be candidates for refugee resettlement. And the administration has extended TPS, which offers work permits as well as temporary protection from deportation, to hundreds of thousands of immigrants already in the United States, both by renewing pre-existing designations and creating new ones. Parole used like never before. The most dramatic change under the Biden administration has been in the use of immigration parole. The Immigration and Nationality Act allows the government to grant parole to immigrants facing urgent humanitarian concerns in their country of origin or for significant U.S. public benefit. It provides lawful U.S. entrance and eligibility for work authorization. The government has granted parole to large numbers of people fleeing conflict or persecution in the past, including to 30,000 Hungarians in the 1950s, 15,000 Chinese in the 1960s, and more than 120,000 Vietnamese in the 1970s. Congress passed the Refugee Act in 1980 partly in response to those situations, recognizing the growing need for a more routinized process to provide protection to refugees and other displaced people, particularly those fleeing communism. But refugee processing today remains slow, with average wait times of 4 years for those already in the refugee resettlement pipeline. The Biden administration set a cap of 125,000 refugees for fiscal year, FY 2023, but only 38,700 had been admitted as of June 30th. For people who might otherwise have solid cases to be admitted as refugees and face an urgent need for protection, such as some Afghans and Ukrainians fleeing war, the administration has turned to parole to quickly process their admission. Separately, facing record unauthorized arrivals at the U.S. Mexico border and the inability to return migrants to countries experiencing crisis or that have poor diplomatic relations with the United States, DHS has used parole to reduce the number of unauthorized crossings and restore order, viewing its usage as an alternative means for migrants who might otherwise cross irregularly. Consequently, the Biden administration's use of parole has vastly outstripped past administrations' use of this authority. Thank you for watching the video. If the video was helpful, make sure to like, share and subscribe to this channel for the upcoming videos. See you in the next video.